Hello again, everyone. I am back with a review for Armenia. The Armenian entry this year is Chains on You by Athena Manoukian. Very left field from what I was expecting. I don't know why, I just wasn't expecting it. It's a tricky one for me because honestly, this song is super urban. It's very modern. I could easily see it taking over the radios in the United States because it's leaning into that trap hip hop vibe, which is very popular, very current. But this song, it's a little hollow, you know? And I don't just mean like lyrically. I mean, obviously, lyrically, this song is a bit more on the sexual side. It's definitely got Nicki Minaj energy. Let's just put it that way. There's a bit of a braggadocious flaunt of wealth, speaking about diamonds and wanting chains on you. I mean, I don't really need to go any further than that. And the sort of sexual undertones of that with this relationship and kind of seduction and things like that. Um, Athena's delivery is very reminiscent of artists like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I think that, this song could have easily been on Nicki Minaj's last album. It has just the similar sort of minimalistic hip hop beat. The steel drum, it's pretty much all that's really carrying the song. There's not a whole lot else going on. And, at the very beginning, I think it's a really fun groove, but I really do feel like this song sounds like a demo and it needs a lot more. Some people are saying ethnic production thrown in there. I do think it's a bit hollow for a finished product. So I would not be surprised if this song does undergo a revamp between now and May, because even though it does have a version on Apple Music that you can listen to as a studio cut, this still sounds like a demo. And there's just not quite enough to sustain its almost 3 minute runtime. Like the song gets pretty boring by about the 1 minute mark because it repeats itself so much. There's not a whole lot going on. And as much as, again, like I said, it's kind of like just a groovy, kind of vibey song, like one you'd listen to in the car. It gets old pretty fast and it kind of overstays its welcome. But you know what? For all that it's not necessarily my go-to genre of music and it's very sort of not that meaningful, let's just put it that way. It's a bit junk food, but you know what? Junk food is fun. It's sexy, it's groovy. I'm definitely not hating it. That's just again what I'll say. I know some people are like, you should say more honestly instead of just being like, I don't hate this song. Do you really like it? The truth is that the amount of songs we have for Eurovision so far, none of the songs are like an it song for me that we've heard, except for one, which I'm going to talk about in an upcoming video. And so it's hard for me to really be like enthusiastically saying I really like this song. It's like it's a bit of a strong word at this stage, but who knows over the next few months whether these songs will have real staying power. I feel like, this song will come up in the playlist and I'll definitely enjoy it, but I don't really see this going. I could see it qualifying. I could see it qualifying. Armenia did not qualify last year. And I was totally down with that. I think Serbuk's song was pretty weak, to be completely honest, and the staging was not that good. Um, so this year, it's a bit of a gamble. I don't remember if they're in semifinal one or semifinal two. I think semifinal one is the more competitive one. So if they're in semifinal one, they're probably in trouble. Like I said, I think it can appeal to a youth vote, but I don't know. I feel like young Armenians will be really behind it, but I don't know if it's going to really track that well amongst all the other songs. Because, junk food songs do well at Eurovision, but they tend to be a little bit more over the top. And this song is just, like I said, very bare bones and very minimal. And I just don't know if it's really going to make that splash. Like I said, a revamp could do a lot for it, but I don't want them to go over the top with the revamp. Like, I think some of the, subtlety of it is kind of nice, but keeping along with that urban hip hop flair. But I do think that it needs a little bit more in the instrumental. But when she performs it live, she really has that power for her vocal when she sings "boy," like she comes out. Whereas when she's sort of whisper rapping, it's like very hushed under her breath, and you can't really hear her on stage. So I don't doubt her vocal abilities, and there are moments where her vocal can shine in the chorus, which is good because the song would really need that. Otherwise, it could be an easily lip syncs kind of song that, again, I think juries would absolutely hate. And I just don't know if it would even get that much of a popular televote rally behind it. So yeah, Armenia, I don't know. It's a little bit of a risk that you're putting out there. But As far as the song goes, it's definitely probably not gonna be my least favorite song out of the bunch. There's no songs I've heard so far from Eurovision that I'm like, "Ew, I don't wanna listen to that ever again." When is that gonna come? Oh, I'm sure it's gonna come soon. I'm sure it's gonna come soon. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Chains on You, if you agree or disagree. Remember, it's just my opinion. Love to have a discussion. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you all in my next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace, love, and light.